Nirvana with Territorial Pissings from Nevermind. And that was the winner of this week's Ditties in the Dock. Joe's walked out in disgust because his hippie band didn't get voted for. Oh no, he's back.
You see, I just thought the point of Ditties in the Dock was to play something that wouldn't otherwise be played on XFM.
That would not otherwise be played at this hour on XFM.
Lila, settle this argument. Who's best, me or Adam?
It's not a question of who's best, Joe.
I'm joking, of course. Hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you to everyone who called in. And listen, you know, I know that probably no one's ever going to send me a school mag, but please.
Hey, before you speak too soon, we've had a couple of emails saying that people have got school mags for you, but you never gave the address.
I did. I gave it several times. Here it is again. Adam and Joe, XFM, number 30, Leicester Square, London, WC2H7LA. That postcode again, WC2H7LA. Okay, so please, any school mags, don't mind. They can be very old, they could be current ones, and I'll bring in the school mags that I was talking about last week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
If you
to set up the competition and get everyone involved and excited.
Yeah, it's not really a competition.
The feature.
Yeah, exactly.
But listen, thanks to everyone who's texted, who's emailed, who's called the show. We've had a great 2 hours. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. I've been Joe Cornish.
And I'm still Adam Buxton. And have a lovely evening.
Hey, we forgot to talk about something, right?
Yeah, we did. Just quick plug.
Yeah, this Tuesday night at the Carling Islington Academy bar upstairs, we will be DJing at Sean Rowley's Guilty Pleasures night. We'll be playing some pretty bad music.
And some pretty good music as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So this Tuesday evening, I think it costs a £5 to get in or something.
And where is it again, the Carling?
The Carling Islington Academy, the upstairs bar, that big sort of shopping centre thing in Islington.
Here's another little plug as
By
well.
the Angel.
I'm doing a little bit of stand-up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Monday night, if you fancy it, at the Hen and Chickens in Highbury Corner, I think is the nearest tube. Hen and Chickens, 7:30 p.m. On Monday the 1st of November. Come along. Thanks very much indeed for listening. We're Adam and Joe. We love you very much. Bye!
XFM.
Oh, it just finished. That's Kilimanjaro by Baby Shambles. This is Adam and Joe here on XFM. How you doing, Joe?
I'm alright, thank you very much. Hello, listeners. Thanks for joining us. We're here for 2 hours on XFM, London's 104.9. In fact, not only London, but
Where's that?
I don't know.
God, that's amazing, apparently.
Thanks.
It's very hot. It's good.
What I was trying to say was you can listen to it on the internet, or can you listen to it on digital telly?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So that means people all over the world are listening, specifically to us.
We've also got some really good music coming up this week. Katie Melua, Beverly Knight, Jamie Callum, Tom Jones, Jules Holland.
New Busted, New McFly, and also the new track from Jojo.
And Tunde.
And Baba Tahunde.
Tunde.
Who's Tunde?
Have you not seen the adverts for Tunde?
Your breakfast just came out of your mouth.
Did it? Well, that's because of Tunde, because I'm excited. He used to be in the Lighthouse family.
Oh, I have seen the adverts for Tunde.
Tunde?
Yeah.
It's, the voiceover is, what's he called? The guy from Classical FM.
Don't know.
Gambaccini.
Okay.
Tunde. I can't do a good Gambo.
Tunde, he's probably very good. Have you heard any Tunde?
Well, we're going to be playing some. Actually, no, we're not. Of course, that's a joke.
I saw Jojo on CD UK Hot Shots today. Is that what it's called? Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Do you not Jojo? Listeners out there will know who Jojo is. She sang Leave, Get Out. She's 14. She's got a huge head and a tiny body. Do you know Barath?
Yes.
Barath are the dolls that have the party van and stuff like that.
Horrible attitude dolls.
Yeah, they now outsell Barbie. Jojo looks like a Barath.
Right.
She's fit. Her body is tiny and her head is huge, and she's got enough tude for an tude for an angry 98-year-old wino.
Wow.
Only she's 14. Anyway,
I'm going to look out for her. I was just going to tease a bit of the music. I'm very excited. We've got a couple of new sort of feature type things. We've got sort of an 80s classic in the first hour and a 90s classic in the second.
Are those what do we?
Yeah, we do.
Chosen by us?
Yeah.
Or is that my free play gone then?
No, we still got your free play. Have you brought it in?
Yes.
Is it what you had last week?
Yes.
Okay, we won't say what it is because it's a surprise. Very good though. and as well as music, Talking Heads, Graham Coxon, Franz Ferdinand, The Strokes, Blur.
How did that happen then? The 80s classic?
It's all coming up. I sat down with Andy Ashton this week,
Really?
head of XFM, and
Why wasn't I invited to that meeting?
well, you can come next week.
Is it a weekly meeting?
Yeah, I didn't think you'd want to come actually.
No one invited me.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, that was my
That's
fault.
very rude.
All right, do you want to come next week?
No, I want to come last week.
Okay. Would you really have come in the afternoon?
I'd like to have known about it.
Okay, all right then. It's our first tiff. We're only 5 minutes in.
It's not a tip, it's just a business talk.
Well, you've got that face
The
where you look
business of-
serious.
the
You look a
business
bit
of what?
angry.
I said the business of running the show
Okay.
is as important to me as it is to you.
Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought you weren't that bothered about the playlist.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I wish you were. You see, he wants it both ways. On the one hand, he's not bothered, but he wants to give me some bad vibes for not inviting him to the
Yeah.
meeting. That's basically what it is. As well as that, we're going to be talking about all kinds of things. Joe, you were DJing this week at the Islington Academy.
Yes.
What sort of stuff did you play?
I did this thing called Guilty Pleasures at the Islington Bar Academy on Tuesday night, and I tried to play. Basically, the brief was Guilty Pleasures, tunes that you love but are kind of ashamed of. But I forgot the cardinal rule of DJing.
Play good music.
Play music people recognise.
Oh.
Wouldn't you say that's the cardinal rule?
Well, every now and again, it's good to slip in a few educational choices.
Not at this. I'd gone much too deep.
What did you play?
I'd gone album tracks from 80s bands that I like.
Holy moly.
King Size by Haircut 100.
That's a good song, though.
It is a good song, but people don't know it, so they just drift away to the bar.
Yeah.
So basically I had to share my DJ set with Sean, who played sort of good tracks.
Yeah.
And then I slipped a couple in between. But it was alright. I tell you who was there, though. Terry Hall was there.
Oh, yeah.
What a lovely guy.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
Have you heard that song he does with the Dub Pistols?
No.
That's very good. I think we certainly used to play that on XFM. I think it came out a while ago, but it's very good. That Dub Pistols album's well worth seeking out. Here's some music right now. We'll be back in just a second. This is the Zootons. Oh, that's brilliant. Always good to hear that one again. Although it wasn't exactly the one I was going to put on. We were going to have a bit of the Kings of Leon. This is a fantastic album, which I haven't got yet, but I'm very excited about getting. And this, of course, is The Bucket. Yeah, that's the Kings of Leon with The Bucket. This is Adam and Joe here on XFM.
Hi. I'm just saying hi to the listeners, Adam. Hi.
Yeah, but you crashed the end of my sentence.
Yeah, but it's cool. We're a duo, We sort of sometimes talk at the same time, sometimes at different times. It's part of our verbal energy.
Yeah, we finish each other's sentences. You know, when you read that phrase in magazines, you just think, what a banal observation to make about two people. They finish each other's sentences.
On a field.
Yeah. Oh, you did it again.
But I got it all wrong. It didn't make any sense. On a field.
Yeah.
It's not true.
So listen, I thought I could tease a few things, not only coming up in the show, but coming up next week.
Right.
First of all, there's our bike. Do you want to talk about that?
That's this week.
Yeah.
We're going to give away a bike, listeners. A chopper, I believe it's called. You could win Adam and Joe's chopper.
Nice.
Is it a proper adult-sized chopper? It's not one of these tiny bikes that big guys in hoodies go around on. Because I'd like to give one of those away. We should give away a bike designed for a three-year-old, but give it to somebody over 30.
So they can cycle around South London with it.
Yeah, thanks, Ash.
And look frightening.
Ash.
Saying what?
Ash.
Ash, what's that?
It's a drug.
Oh, Ash.
Yeah, Ash.
I thought you meant they're going around talking about the band.
You want smoke?
Have you heard that new single by Ash? It is wicked.
Ash Stingle. Yeah. Do you think that actually, this is a full-size bike, a full-size chopper?
And this is kind of tied into Ed Harcourt's single Born in the 70s. We're going to be playing a live session that he did for XFM, so it won't be live, it will be recorded, but it was recorded for XFM.
Right. So, and a chopper, the distinguishing visual things about a chopper are it's got a sort of seat like the letter L, a padded seat, right, in your back on. And then it's got very extended handlebars, has it, that are like a bit like a drag racer, drag racer doesn't have handlebars, but it's sort of wide at the front.
Yeah. Well, don't they dip?
Do they dip? I just can't help feeling, and a grown listener of XFM is going to look like a bit of an idiot on the chopper.
Man, we probably have a lot of young listeners as well who would dig it.
Well, maybe we should have an age cap.
And what's an age cap?
I don't know. It's the thing that limits the age of people
Oh, I see.
competition. I'm just frightened it's going to go to some awful Hoxton idiot
I see what you mean.
who's gonna write. I want it to go to someone who can really appreciate a chopper.
That's a bit Hoxtist.
It is a bit Hoxtist, isn't it?
Um,
It's an original chopper. They're kitsch.
But we're going to be giving it away for the person
Says Lila.
who wins the Crap Commentary Corner competition this week. And Joe, it's another quite hard one, isn't it?
It's a tricky one, yeah, in Crap Commentary Corner this week.
So that's your filter right there. You know, anyone who gets your crap commentary is good enough to win the chopper, don't you reckon?
Yeah, if you're a film buff, stay tuned because we've got a really tricky one coming up.
We've also got mummification, where listeners have to figure out what my mum's talking about. That's coming up quite shortly. And this week, here's my sort of rundown of exciting things you can buy this week or watch. Okay.
Right.
Elf. Very excited about that. Coming out on
that
Monday.
yesterday.
Have you got that?
Yep, got Elf
Where'd you get it? At the cinema store?
at a special shop
Oh.
that sells things a little bit early.
You couldn't wait
It
till
might now
Monday.
be closed down because we've talked about it. No, couldn't wait till Monday. I could talk more about the Elf DVD.
Yeah, go on then.
It's a good DVD. It's a double disc set. Therefore, they can they can charge you $19.99 for it.
Yeah.
But on the second disc, I expected it to be packed full of comedy extras. Little, Will, what's he called,
Will Ferrell.
scamping around, commentaries, funny docs, stuff like that. There's 4 docs about Christmas,
Okay.
and they're just about Christmas. There's one sort of called The Magic of Christmas.
Well, it is for children, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't buy a DVD to see a completely sort of unrelated, sentimental, sugary, saccharine documentary about Christmas.
Well, speaking as a parent, that's not a bad thing to have lying around.
Really?
Yeah, just to stick on every now and again.
Really?
It's quite handy. I know it's frustrating for a grown-up Will Ferrell fan, and I speak as both the Ferrell fan and the parent. But so I'm going to be doubly happy, I feel.
You know what? Maybe next week I'll bring in some audio samples from those documentaries.
Okay.
Because they're amazing. They're the kind of things that could only ever exist for a DVD.
Yeah.
Not good enough for telly. Certainly nothing to do with the film. They're kind of thin, and I'll bring some clips in.
Okay, so check out Elf. If you haven't seen it, it's well worth a watch. It's good right the way through, but the first half hour is painfully funny, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It's really good. Seinfeld DVD, that's out. That's the first 3 series, and I went out and bought some. We were supposed to have some to give away this week, but unfortunately we haven't been able to wangle that, which is a drag. But unable to wait even till today, I went out yesterday and bought volumes 1 to 3 and sat through quite a lot of the extras. Good extras. Slightly over long documentary about how it all started, though, with very good interviews with Larry David, and Larry David, of course, star of Curb Your Enthusiasm and co-creator of Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld. But they were very funny, as you can imagine, and it's slightly too detailed, but still, manna from heaven for the Seinfeld fan. If you're not familiar with Seinfeld, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Watching 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps? It's time to switch to Seinfeld. Go out and buy that. And of course, on telly this week, The Mighty Boosh is getting its BBC 2 airing. That started live on BBC 3, like many other successful
What day is
comedies.
that on?
That is Wednesday the 10th, and
Okay.
it's 7 p.m. on BBC 2. And if
And you recommend that, don't you, Ed?
yeah, have you not seen it?
I haven't seen it, no, because my digital box broke for that period of the
Okay.
year. It's come back to life now.
Yeah, it's a peach. It's really
Yeah.
funny. It's a couple of guys called Noel Fielding and Julian Barrett, and it's sort of, I don't know, if you're going to be rubbish about it, I suppose you'd call it a slightly surreal comedy, not totally similar in spirit from stuff that Vic and Bob do, I
Is
suppose.
it like Green Wing?
No, I'm happy to say that it's nothing like Green Wing, although I am warming to Green Wing since they've toned down the crazy visuals.
It's good that you're warming to it because they've just commissioned about 40 new series.
I know. And they're now going to be 5 hours long each. But no, you should check out The Mighty Boosh. You've got to be a hard-hearted person indeed not to get something out of that. It's a peach.
Shall I tell you what else is out on Monday?
Go on then.
The Live Aid box set.
Oh, nice.
Is anyone excited about that?
I am.
I'm excited about it, but I've also got reservations because what I really want, I don't really care about the bands.
Yeah.
What I'd like to see is all the linking material. All the studio links, all the chaotic vision mixing, all the stuff around the bands.
I bet they'll include some of it.
Do you think? I hope so. I very much hope so.
We should talk more about that in a second, but first, harking back to those happy times, here's our 80s classic for this week. It's Talking Heads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, happy
Talking
days.
Heads, and she was. That's our 80s classic. One a week, thanks to Adam's special meeting.
Can we...
Which is very good. Man, I'm being positive. It's very good news. I think that's terrific
Joe,
news.
I'm sincerely sorry I didn't
That's
tell you about
okay,
the
you
meeting.
know, I'm passionate about this show.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about music.
It's a big
Does that sound
passion.
convincing?
It was a big passion argument.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay then.
Passionate about sleeping.
What have you got there?
Well, this week we've got copies of The Grudge. Have you heard of The Grudge?
No, is that like The Grinch?
Well, it is a bit like The Grinch in that it's terrifying to watch, but it's intentionally terrifying. The Grudge is a Japanese horror movie, very famous. It's been remade with